All right. Whose turn is it to start today?
I've already gone.
Yeah, I was the first one.
I went last week.
Colin?
So, Colin.
Have you guys heard from Colin?
Where is he?
The TSA was on some bullshit, so I had to find other methods in order to be with my AGR crew this time. I must not fail. Nothing is gonna stop me from being there for my friends. Who knows what we're gonna talk about today? New Gavin? The Power Rangers reboot that's still definitely happening? Not Zets though, never Zets. My luminous passion burns infinitely. What is this, the longest bridge in the country?
Welcome back to Angel Grove Radio, the April edition of, I was going to say this month's version of Angel Grove Radio. I am one of your hosts, Hawkilles, here with my co-host.
I'm
Oh.
Will. I'm Point.
I'm Jimmy.
And I'm Will. I'm the gay one.
This is the April Fool's episode. We're switching.
Yeah, April Fools.
Hey.
We're not who we said we were.
Unfortunately, I'm the link between worlds, so I'm still me.
Yeah, you're always just Hawkilles.
Bummer.
You're Colin. And Hawkilles isn't here.
That's true. That's
There we
true.
go.
He's flying the coop.
He's called Achilles. They fused. That's why he's extra bald today.
Had to reshave. You're gonna see these lights bouncing right off. But I did want to start with something different this week.
Oh, God.
I say week every time. This month, I did want to start with something different. I want to talk about Power Rangers here on Angel Grove Radio.
What?
Because
What
we
a
got some
change.
Power Rangers news.
Do we
did.
though?
Is it news?
Is it really news?
Is it news?
I'm talking about the actual news first
Oh,
off.
okay. We do?
We'll go to the other stuff
okay.
after.
We
Tell
actually
us
have stuff to talk about.
Actual
Cool.
news
Tell us the
is
news.
the Power Rangers comic is relaunching into
Yes.
three separate comics.
Yes, okay.
Three
Separate comics,
Three,
yeah.
yes.
They've done two, then they went back to one, and then they went back to one again, and now they're at
They're kind of
three.
doing two with VR Troopers. Because VR Troopers
That's a mini.
It's kind of.
That was a mini.
It's kinda
They got
tight.
six issues.
Yeah.
So what are the three comics this time?
The three comics are, I have them opened just so I can see the writers because I want to do my due diligence here.
Yes.
But it's the Power Rangers relaunch that will follow the Rangers coming back 10 years later, fighting the new villain, familiar villain, Rita Rabiosa.
Rita Ravioli.
That one is written by Marguerite Bennett and drawn by Andrew Lee Griffith.
Okay.
And then in July, Power Rangers Unlimited #1 launches, which is described as a team up between all the generations and everything. We don't quite know exactly what it is, but that's what they've called it. That is written by Kenny Porter and Joey Esposito and drawn by Alessio Azzano. And then the last one in August is Power Rangers Green, in which Tommy Oliver gets thrown into the future where he is the last surviving Ranger, and that one is written by Paul Allor and drawn by Gustavo Vargas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. We've gotten a Power Rangers Unlimited comic before.
Yeah, Unlimited
Yes.
has kind of been like a anthology series that
Okay.
they've been running, but it's getting like a proper run now, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're all three ongoings, as far as we know at this point. The Unlimited that I remember is the one with the bears.
The one with the bears morph?
The metal one, yeah.
Okay. Wait, that's We Bear Bears.
No. There's there's a Power Rangers
Silver
Unlimited. Shout out the goat.
Yeah.
There's an Unlimited comic that's like a 4 or 5 issue run, and it's like this meta comic, sort of like Gwenpool, where someone that reads Power Rangers has to make their own Ranger team, and they go and recruit all these.
Yeah, I'm blanking out on the name right now. What the hell is her name? Because she was like a hybrid of Power Rangers and Sailor Moon, and then she was like picking up a ragtag group of Rangers from like that. Because that was the one with the Grandma Ranger.
I'm like way behind in the comics.
Oh, really?
Apparently,
Yeah, there was
I'm
like-
way
This was
behind.
fairly recent,
Okay.
but that one was
Yeah,
Power
this was
Rangers
like
Unlimited.
probably like a year or two ago. But
Oh, yeah, then I'm way behind,
So
yeah.
like, yeah, it was like it was basically like a random assortment of Rangers from various dimensions. There was like a bear, like a literal bear.
Yeah.
As one
That's
of the
the
Rangers.
only one I remember is the bear.
There was the. Oh God, the team name was so cool too, but it was like very European, very like think like downtown, not Downtown Abbey, but kind of that kind of vibe. Mm-hmm. I'm blanking out on all of the names.
You're
going
gonna
to
get roasted, by the way, for calling it Downtown Abbey instead of Downton Abbey.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Stupid Americans.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, roast me, British fans.
All one of you.
All one of you. Adam, the editor, watching this in Wales. That's who.
He's from the Dominican Republic.
No, my Adam, the editor.
Oh, okay.
My Adam.
I thought you meant my.
There are multiple Adam, the
Do we
editors.
all have Adams as editors?
Do you have one?
Yeah.
Oh, yours is the same as mine.
Yeah,
though.
I use your Adam.
There's
yeah.
multiple Adams that are editors in the Power Rangers fandom.
I should get my own Adam, actually.
You should get your own Adam. But Unlimited is the one we know the least about. We just know that it's the 30 teams teaming up, maybe more, who knows, but for some reason. The two that I want to talk about is one, Power Rangers Green, which has been described as sort of a Last Ronin style for Power Rangers, because if there's one franchise that everyone loves to compare the success to as to why you should copy that success, it is Ninja Turtles.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, the Power Rangers 10-year later comic that's just called Power Rangers #1, and that's where they're relaunching from.
Yeah.
I feel like...
That's the one with the suits that everyone got mad about, right?
Correct.
Yeah, that's with the new Mighty Morphin suits.
I don't hate them.
They were like very. It was a strong departure.
Yeah.
When we saw them, and then like as I've seen them more and like more artists come out, I'm like, okay, you know what? I dig it. It's a nice little change of pace.
It depends picture to picture for me. But I still, my one problem has persisted through every single one is the belt buckle. Because the belt buckle to me...
Oh, it's like super tiny, right?
Yeah. That's
like the Morpher is like this big.
When you think of when you think of MMPR,
Yeah.
that's what you got to get right? It's the helmets and the Morpher. And if the belt isn't the Morpher or is just like reminiscent of the Morpher, then it doesn't look right. Right now, I heard somebody say it on a live the other day. The belt looks like an empty Batman utility belt.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, and I definitely rock with
Because
that
it
description
definitely,
of it.
you definitely can't, you can see the power coin, no problem, which is fine, but you really can't see a Morpher. So
Yeah, there's like nothing besides the power
Yeah,
coin.
so I'm interested to see if like, maybe like in the 10 years something happened to the fucking Morphers, and maybe that's why the suits are different, because they just like use the coins directly now or something.
Here's my thought.
Weird.
We get cell phone Morphers.
That'd be really funny. I'd be so down for it. It's literally just a smartphone. They just tap the power coin on it.
In the same way yeah, like in the same way that in the Digimon movies and Try and stuff, they turn their cell phones into their Digivices.
Yeah.
I think Billy's going to do the same thing with their phones in this and be like, here, put this cover on. That's your Morpher. So they'll pull out the phone and you'll just have this big flat square Morpher.
It's a YouTube video of the Morpher opening.
It's a morph tutorial.
Shout out to Steven Zarita.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be edited by him.
But I wanted to say, I know that me and Will read The Return this past week.
Yes.
Which is the one written by Amy Jo Johnson about Kimberly. And it's almost the same exact premise as this.
Oh, Green is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, sorry, not Green. The main Rangers
Oh, the main one. Yeah.
is almost the same exact premise as The Return, which is almost the same exact premise as Once and Always, which is almost the same exact premise in terms of design philosophy as Power Rangers Prime.
Yeah.
And so my question is, because I'm the guy that's always like, guys, MMPR isn't that, like, we get it, it's MMPR. I'm starting to feel it. I'm starting to feel like, especially because a lot of these things, The Return in its own way, and I'm sure we talked about Marguerite Bennett a little bit. You can talk about her more because I remember liking Beyond the Grid, the like one thing that she's written for Power Rangers. But you said something there in the group chat that I thought was very reminiscent of all these Power Rangers relaunches that I'm reading, is that all of these relaunches only read Mighty Morphin and only focus on Mighty Morphin and then just stop there with their references and stuff.
Yeah.
The problem is Mighty Morphin doesn't end at Mighty Morphin.
No, it doesn't.
Mighty Morphin keeps going on for at least 6 seasons after that.
Right.
So when you write things like The Return, like, whatever, this one coming up, and you're like, oh, by the way, 10 years from when the Power Rangers stopped was Forever Red. So, like, we know what that looks like.
Yeah.
Kimberly doesn't end up with Tommy. But in all these, 10 years later stories,
Yeah.
it's Kimberly and Tommy.
Yeah, even all the way in Ninja Steel, with that crossover special name I'm forgetting.
Dimensions in Danger.
Dimensions in Danger.
Yeah.
It is shown that Kat and Tommy end up together, and they have a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. JJ is in a comic.
A kid
and
has been in the comics.
Unlike Olivia, JJ actually did stuff in his comic. I'm sorry.
This is what makes me realize that nobody has read The Return, is that everyone and their moms that I've seen is like, Jenna Frank needs to be the new Green Ranger.
I mean,
Whereas,
I already rolled my eyes hard at that because I'm just like, okay, guys.
But like, I get the sentiment. But if you read The Return, this is spoilers for the end of The Return. It's only 4 issues long.
I mean, it's only been out a year.
Yeah, and it's 4 issues. Spoilers. She's not the Green Ranger at the end. She's the Pink Ranger. Like, she doesn't even. She wears the Green Ranger suit for a total of 5 minutes before Tommy comes back in that store and is like, "Oh, I'll take that. Don't worry."
She lands like maybe 2 or 3 punches.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, okay, why were you even here? You were essentially an overcomplicated distraction.
Yeah.
For the bad guy.
So I think my thing with the comics, at least,
Yeah.
is we keep going back to this idea, and even accentuated by MMPR Green, because we have Soul of the Dragon already.
Yeah.
We keep going back to these same ideas and letting other people write them when it's like, we have this already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying move on from MMPR. I'm just saying,
Bring something new.
yeah, figure something else
Right,
out. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
No, yeah. I mean, like, it's crazy that, like, there's just multiple stories out there right now that exist.
And they're all the same.
And they're all, like, pretty much the same. Yeah, like, because, I mean, Rita has, like, 2 or 3 different kids. We have Thrax. We have Selena Repulsa, who was in The Return. And then now we have... I'm assuming this is going to be her kid, this Rita Raviosa, whatever the fuck that is.
Rita Ravioli.
Yeah,
Rita
whoever came up with
Raviosa.
that name.
On top of that, like I said, Robo Rita is also there.
Right.
Which is
it's just
the
like
same
we've
idea.
done so many things with like so many of these characters, and I get like you do it because like they're recognizable or whatever. But there's a way to do it and do it well. And I'm gonna direct you to Power Rangers Prime. Because Rita is in Power Rangers Prime. Rita is one of the Rangers in Power Rangers Prime. But the difference between that and what we're seeing with all this other like rehash stuff is it's a new take on it.
Yeah.
It's obviously it's an interpretation of the character that we know, more specifically in the comics, because I think this Rita is more a take on the comics version of Rita.
But this time she's hot.
Yeah, exactly.
Like in the 2017 movie.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's Elizabeth Banks again.
Who was also the Green Ranger in the 2017
Yeah,
movie.
and like I remember that idea like being new, and like I get it, and it like as you think about it more, it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Why wouldn't she be the Green Ranger at some point? You know, if she has the coin. But then like you think about it more, like sometimes with like how this stuff works, sometimes the coins don't work if the person's evil or something, or the thing doesn't want to work for whatever reason. But I don't know. It is weird to just keep rehashing stuff, but I think with Unlimited, I think that's an outlet for them to explore with, you know, play with everything else in the sandbox, whatever the fuck the terminology is.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say, because Unlimited can be about anything, because that's what it's been about. Because we've learned about the Phantom Ranger, you know, Andros and Zane got their whole little.
Oh, yes, that is
one
what the
shot
Time Force was published under, too, huh?
No, Time Force was its own separate
okay.
thing.
Yeah.
But like, there's been multiple, pretty much like any side character that we saw in the main comic at some point, they got a comic in Unlimited. Mm-hmm. That's where we got the Squadron Rangers, the Die Ranger suits.
Yeah.
They got their own issue. Hyperforce got their own issue in Unlimited. So Unlimited is an outlet so they can explore everything.
Yeah.
And so that's good that that's continuing, because like the people who are always clamoring for stuff that's not MMPR, there's your outlet right there. So go buy those particular comics, because if they're running 3 different series concurrently, obviously they're going to be comparing the numbers with one another. And if you're really about non-MMPR stuff, then in my head it would make sense to buy up Unlimited the most, show Boom Studios, hey, everyone actually really liked Unlimited more so than the MMPR reboots.
That would be crazy
we
if
did-
Unlimited
yeah.
outsold either or.
I mean,
think Green's gonna sell
it
the
would
most.
require the fans to actually buy the comics.
Yeah.
I already know how this fandom is with the comics. A lot of creators themselves publish the comics like page for page practically on YouTube, which, hey, the one media outlet we don't want to be pirating in this landscape is fucking comic books.
And the thing is,
okay?
and like, we understand them wanting to pirate other things because they're harder to get, possibly more expensive.
Right.
The comics cost like $4 and it's once a month.
Exactly.
Like, it's relatively inexpensive. I mean, granted, if you're buying all 3 comics,
Yeah.
it gets more. It's $12,
And I mean,
but
like,
still.
if you really want to,
Yeah.
and you want to read, like, the trades,
Yeah.
right? If you want to, that's, like, 3 or 4 issues, I totally get it because I ended up getting the return, and I'm like, oh, man, this is so much easier than having to dig out 4 separate comics. I'm
Yeah.
glad I just got this one book.
And it
so,
stays a lot better
yeah.
than the paper.
Exactly.
comics.
So, I mean, like, if you want to even just wait for the trades, that's perfectly fine. But
Yeah.
the point I'm making is, like, actually buy the books.
Please. And the thing is, I saw a lot of people complaining about going back to the redesigns.
Mm-hmm.
People were complaining about it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, dude, I know for a
that's
fact
Power Rangers Fandom 101.
you're not going to buy the comics. I
Yeah.
already know for a fact you're not going to buy it. Like, let Will complain about it because Will is paying for the
Exactly.
comics.
Thank you.
Everybody else, you're not allowed to.
will buy them.
like with everything else. But going back to the writer for, what was it? The main
The main
Marguerite
one, Marguerite
Bennett.
Bennett.
Margaret Bennett. Well, you mentioned that she also wrote Beyond the Grid.
Yes.
Correct.
That's when I stopped reading.
Yeah, that's when a
That's
lot of
when
people
a
stop.
lot of people
And
stop.
I never really got fully back into it.
Yeah.
I don't know, like maybe it was because Shattered Grid was like
I think it was
so
just
much.
Yeah, Shattered Grid was like such a huge event. It
Yeah.
was probably the biggest the comics have ever been.
Yeah.
and the
And s-
perfect jumping off point.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like it wrapped up in such a concise way.
Yeah.
To like, I mean, anyone who got the gig after that, they were fucked.
Yeah.
You know what I
Huge
mean?
shoes to fill.
they were fucked.
Yeah.
So thanks, Kyle Higgins. You're a real one for
Kyle
that.
didn't stay on after. It goes to Ryan.
That's when he jumped off.
It goes to
Yeah.
Ryan
Yeah,
right
so
after.
Marguerite was the buffer between then and then Ryan got
And
the
then Ryan took
comics.
over, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, I mean hopefully they all go well.
Yeah, my
and-
biggest critique of hers is like because she's written multiple things for the comics at this
Yeah.
point. She wrote Beyond the Grid. She wrote a couple things in different annuals, and my biggest critique of what her writing is, it's very like nudge about like references. I feel because I feel like it's very surface level stuff, and it doesn't really lend itself to good character work.
Andros,
I think.
don't you have a sister?
Yeah, it's kind of that. Because, like, she wrote, because, I mean, in Beyond the Grid, she wrote Tanya, Mike, Cam, Andros, and, like,
Dark Ranger.
Yeah, Dark Ranger.
That's
thank
the
you.
one I remember, yeah.
Yeah.
Heckle.
Heckle. There you go. So, I mean, like, there was, like, some good character work there, but, like, for some of them, it kind of, like, felt like you kind of phoned it in. I could tell you pulled this information from the Ranger Wiki, and you're really trying to work it into your script right now.
Yeah, thanks, Colin.
Yeah, thank you, Colin, for that.
Editor of Ranger Wiki.
Oh, that's the name of the editor for Ranger Wiki.
No.
Colin, during if you're on the Patreon, you know.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
During the Mystic Force podcast, Colin has admitted to editing some articles on Ranger Wiki. So us making fun of Ranger Wiki during the Mystic Force rewatch did not go well when Colin was on the rewatch.
Was he really defensive about it?
He was just like, "Hey, it could be."
It was like his dark past.
Yeah.
Like come to haunt him. It was pretty funny.
But
I wonder if we still edits on there. Like,
there's nothing to edit.
He probably gets drunk and does it just for fun.
Or
Going
sober.
back to the return real
Or
quick,
sober.
though.
Yeah.
I told you guys the other day, and I just wanted to tell people on the podcast of like, I think this, because Unlimited is this overarching thing, and someone jumping in wouldn't really know what that is. But if you gave each team one of the Rangers and a co-writer, maybe if they can't really write, but if you gave a past Ranger a chance to do Lost Galaxy, The Return, and you give it 6 issues, the way you did with this Return, like it's not that big of a hit you can take for all this goodwill from people that want these other stories.
Yeah.
SPD, The Return, you do this, The Return, and you get, one of those characters to write it. Or you don't even need one of the past characters. It helps, don't get me wrong, because then you have the name power of, Amy Jo Johnson wrote this. You have you can get the name power of this person wrote this, and everyone's like, oh, I love that character, so I'm going to read that.
I would like to see an SPD comic co-written by Greg Aronowitz.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be
That would be sick.
I think that would kind of sell like hotcakes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom, make it happen. I need to
Yeah,
listen.
literally. Like gonna forward Greg Aronowitz someone's contact over at Boom.
Yeah,
That'd
Since
be
everything
really
that Jimmy asks for happens.
Yeah, literally.
Including. Go ahead. There's your
Oh
chance.
yeah, transition.
Oh, there's a Ultraman grid. Is that what we're talking about?
Yep.
Yeah, Subaru announced it's going to be an Ultraman Gridman like crossover happening. They didn't specify what it was.
Yeah. No. I read the article on stream yesterday from their website. It's not a crossover. It's a year-long multiple project crossover, which they did not specify what it was. We'll learn more this weekend because by the time you guys are hearing this, we'll know because it's at Anime Japan that's going on right now. But yeah, they were like multiple projects over the next year will celebrate Ultraman and Gridman.
Gridman's finally getting the spotlight after like fucking 30 years.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Did I make this happen?
Everyone
I
say
don't know.
thank you, Jimmy.
They're sitting in a big conference room with the Subaraya America dude on the screen.
With that picture.
And the Subaraya
They're
America
like, we do it for him.
Yeah, the Subaraya American dude switches the PowerPoint, and it's Jimmy, and he goes, "This man, he wants Gridman back. We got to do it for him." Didn't he say Superhuman Samurai Squad? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. He said Gridman.
He said Gridman.
Yeah.
Make Gridman happen.
Yeah, no, I'll gladly take credit for it. Like, if all of the Gridman things happen and people think it's because of me, I'll take it. I'll take the credit for it. I'm not above that.
I mean, who else can we blame?
Now you got to cosplay as Gridman.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I'll do it.
You got to be the full armored up one.
Yeah, full arm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like we'll freaking get the dragon armor on you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
I saw someone cosplay that at a PMC back in 2018. That did not look comfortable.
No, it's
Like, even like
Big 12-foot
like,
Kaiser Gridman.
No,
Yeah.
it was just a regular like Gridman, but like they used like red pleather or like a rubbery like thing, and I'm just like, I know for a fact you cannot breathe in that suit.
right. Like y'all got to think about like stuff like that when you're cosplaying these big things. Like
Especially
any
in
part
California.
of your body that needs to breathe, make sure it can do that.
Yeah, I'll probably do like with the Kamen Rider anime where he's wearing the mask,
Oh yeah,
the children's mask.
No, here you go.
Let's
Ready?
do that.
My cosplay brain is going into effect.
Oh god.
Gridman morph suit, where it's all just printed
Yes.
on and it's spandex.
Yes, perfect. Just
That's what
You-
you're wearing.
You see everything.
everything. Everything.
Not for free.
You see all the butter cake.
All the
all the butter.
All the butter cake.
I think you have to explain to people why you call me butter
Nope,
cake.
that's fine.
No, it's fine.
They don't watch the
Alright.
stream.
The real
it's
ones
fine.
know.
Yep.
The real ones do know.
They don't watch the stream. It's fine.
I'm the gooey butter cake.
Rewinding back to Power Rangers real quick. Now we get to talk about the thing that Will hates. Let's talk about the Power Rangers Disney Plus reboot, baby. Hey, I just want to point out that Will vehemently wanted to name this podcast Angel Grove Radio, so we have to talk about Power Rangers.
Okay, Jimmy had all of the stuff on lock already. So why would I? My logical brain was like, oh, well, hey, he's got the name for all this stuff already. Why won't we use that?
in the group chat, as soon as I mentioned that I had it,
Yeah.
both Will and Colin were extremely excited.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they were like,
Do you know how
"You
much
have-"
less work that is?
And now Will doesn't want
Because
to talk about Power Rangers.
you had all the social media stuff. You had all the branding figured out. We were like, that's the hardest part of doing this podcast shit, is all the branding. So we were like, yes, absolutely. Well, it'll be Angel Grove Radio. We're talking about Tokusatsu and Power Rangers. Perfect. That works. But that doesn't mean...
Wait, time out. For the people listening that aren't in the Angel Grove Radio group chat, why don't you want to talk about the reboot, Will?
It's okay, because with the reboot, okay,
Hold on,
I
hold on.
need you all...
Before you continue, make sure that you don't say anything that'll piss Disney off, because I want to be invited.
I won't.
I want to be invited to the
I
red
will
carpet.
piss everyone off except Disney. Okay,
thank
here's
you.
the thing.
Thank you.
My thing with this reboot, okay, we have been talking about this fucking reboot in some capacity for 10 fucking years. Okay,
Slams the
we first
table,
heard
slams
about
the table.
Different
we
reboots.
first
Let's get this
heard
straight.
about this
Different
shit.
reboots.
No, yeah, I know. I'm gonna go over the timeline right now. Okay. We first heard about this during Dino Charge when that was happening, because Saban Brands was like, "Hey, you know, Power Rangers is doing pretty good. But you know what? We really kind of want to start marketing towards the older audience. Because, hey, a bunch of fucking millennials still like this shit. So they're like, we're going to start working on a reboot. But we're also going to keep the regular show going. And then a few years went by. The 2017 movie happens. The thing that had 7 movies planned. Yeah, they could barely get the first one out.
9 years later, we got the best one, baby.
Yeah.
Woo, woo, woo.
And so the movie happened. It didn't go the way they wanted, so they sold the franchise. Okay? And so Hasbro picks it up. The guy who was supposed to do stuff with it fucking dies, like within the first year of getting Power Rangers. Okay? So now Hasbro, the corporation, is looking at Power Rangers like, all right, well, it looks like they kind of had a reboot planned. I guess we could keep doing that. So they start shopping around with fucking Netflix, and we get a writer, we get a producer or something, and that's like years on years of like nothing really happening. Okay, but we get every last little fucking tidbit of information about this thing, even though nothing is happening with it. Then we find out after like years that this thing fucking died. They're like, yeah, actually, never mind. We don't want to move forward with this.
In the same way that the CEO of Hasbro
in the very same way.
Yeah, no,
yes, in the very same way that the CEO
stop
died.
slamming on the table. I have to edit this.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm trying to tap.
Do this.
Yes, I'm trying to do this. And so that happens, right? And then we finally hear about this new one. All right? It's a whole bunch of new writers, the Percy Jackson people. This time, it's going to be on Disney+. And we just keep circling. It's a circular conversation because we do not know any fucking thing about anything that is happening. Because this is a section of the Power Rangers, like landscape that is actually able to keep their fucking mouths shut about shit they're not supposed to talk about. It's not like with all the other actors and producers behind the scenes. Like there's actual NDAs that they're adhering to. So it's just, we don't ever know anything about anything that's happening. We don't have suit designs. We have a loose premise about the show.
You're telling me that Ninja Kids thing isn't the new Power Rangers?
Yeah. Oh, my God. And so, like...
I think we're 2 months into that countdown, right? He said 6 months, sometime in the next 6 months?
Yeah, sometime in the next 6 months, yeah, the Ninja Kids will come back. Like, do something with it. Toku J worked so hard for you guys, and you fucked him over twice. But... it's just a circular conversation, and it's just like when it comes to the reboot, we hear about every stupid little detail. We're getting shit like, hey guys, so I saw that there's this Chipotle order scheduled for April 25th that's down the street from the studio where they're filming this shit. And I'm guessing that's probably going to be around the time that they start filming, since it's, booked by the studio and all that. And it's like, it's shit like that. That doesn't mean anything. And so the Power Ranger fandom being so feeble and wanting information so badly has no choice but to run with it and then talk about nothing.
Yeah, the worst part about that, though, is you have people reporting this no news as news.
Right, that's what I mean.
And then you have people like latching onto it and talking about it as if it were fact. Like there was the rumors of the actress who was supposedly cast as a Red Ranger, and people were so mad about it. Mm-hmm. A specific population of people who maybe shouldn't have access to the internet were very upset that a woman would be a Power Ranger, a Red Ranger.
Yeah. And
they were making these videos and they were getting into arguments with each other. And it's just like, hold on, let's take a step back. First of all, nothing is final. Like, this is just a rumor based on a rumor that maybe someone had a conversation like, oh, it'd be cool if this person was a Red Ranger. And then it turned into this person is the Red Ranger.
Right.
Right? And that part upsets me because certain aggregators of news will like report this stuff as real.
Yeah.
And then everyone thinks it's real.
That's the thing is the aggregators. Yeah. That's the thing that gets me is like literally there was a post yesterday or the day before talking about how someone isn't actually cast in this fucking thing. And it's just like, that's not worth talking about.
No.
If your story ends with they're actually not going to be a part of this, it turns out they took an opportunity doing something else. It's like, okay, then we're done here. kudos to you for getting the part in whatever the fuck you're going to be doing that's not Power Rangers. Kudos to you. I hope it works out for you. But, like, as far as me being a Power Ranger fan, then I don't care. Sorry.
I don't care.
I'm just so angry right now. No. But, you know, it's so circular. There's never anything. And then it goes back into, like, the same type of arguments that people are having about the comics. You know, where it's like, oh, it's Mighty Morphin again. And it's like, we don't know.
We don't know anything.
We do not know anything. Yeah. So it's just like, so it's gotten to the point, it's about 10 years worth of burnout for me. Because, like, there was a time when it was, like, you know, it was new and exciting. And I'm like, yeah, a Power Ranger reboot could be cool. It could be anything. I'm excited. I'm still excited for whatever the hell it is.
Yep.
Truly, I am. But I'm at the point where we've talked about this shit so fucking much that until I am sat down, Disney Plus loaded, with the play button ready to hit play on episode 1, I don't care about anything.
and let me tell you what I'm excited about. Obviously, we don't know anything, but here's what I am excited about. I saw a video on my feed the other day on TikTok. Mm-hmm. You guys know who Jake Thomas is? Mm-mm. You know who Jake Thomas is?
The name sounds familiar.
He played Matt and Lizzie McGuire, the little brother.
Yeah.
So he was invited to some like press event for Armosaurus.
Okay.
And they like recreated the set, and they had the toys on display. They had the cast there. It was a showing, and I'm like, it was him and like Jason Dolly also.
Randomly, yeah.
And then a bunch of influencers were like watching like the first 2 episodes or something of Armosaurus, and I'm just like,
which is the whole season has been out for like 2 months on Disney Plus, by the way.
Yeah, but the fact that Disney put this much effort into this show.
I mean, Disney didn't even put in that much work into the Hannah Montana 20th anniversary. Let's be for real. That's more work than whatever they did.
That's a podcast.
Exactly.
And no, but the fact that they had this like press event.
Yeah.
And they they put this much effort into a press event.
Right.
I'm like, oh, I wonder what they'll do to promote Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Whenever it ends up coming out, because if they're producing it, they have a lot of money in it. Like,
yeah. I mean, if Disney's involved in any capacity, they'd be dumb to just not do anything.
Yeah. And those toys are awesome, by the way. I haven't.
The Armosaurs?
Yeah.
I've seen them in Target.
Yeah, that's what I've seen.
Every time I'm looking for those goddamn kaiju rangers that I can't find.
I saw the Triceratops and the T-Rex. Red T-Rex, blue Triceratops, by the way. And I was like,
excuse me, his name is Cobalt.
I don't care.
The Triceratops. And he rules. His name is Cobalt, and he rules.
Hey, good for him.
I forgot what the T-Rex's name is.
Either way, they looked really cool. And I'm like, oh, as a kid, I would have eaten these up. So it makes me excited for, like, what's coming down the pipeline for Power Rangers as a whole. Mm-hmm. If Disney's willing to do this much for this show that they also don't own fully, by the way.
Yeah, they're just distributing.
Yeah, it was very much made. It was for those of you that don't know the backstory of Armosaurus. This came out in 2021 in South Korea.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know it was that old. Oh my God.
The good Korea is South Korea, right?
Yes.
South Korea.
Yes.
It was made in 2021 in South Korea. Made in South Korea in 2021, and then it was just basically put out, I believe it's 22 episodes for 2 seasons in South Korea. And it not until last year did they repurpose it in the same way that Saban had repurposed Jew Ranger for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And then they were like, we have this thing. And Disney's like, cool, we'll buy that thing. And it was on Disney Now, which is Disney's like free online streaming service that I don't think there's an app for it even.
No, it's
but it used to be, it was Disney Plus before Disney Plus basically, and they put a bunch of Disney Junior stuff on there, and it was on Disney Now for the longest time. And I believe in December it finally came to Disney Plus as a full season of 12 episodes. And now we're getting toys and stuff. But this is my concern because I'm opposite in Will in that everything I'm hearing about the Power Rangers reboot, whatever, I'm excited for. If it doesn't happen, bummer. If not, whatever. If it does, then I'm hyped because everything I'm hearing, I'm super excited about in terms of the rumors of the story and everything, the rumors of the connection to the 20th Century Fox MMPR film from from 95. But where I think this is going to get bungled is in the same way that multiple children's projects has been bungled in the past few years, K-pop Demon Hunters being the biggest example, is that I don't think we're going to get toys until like 4 months later.
Yeah.
The timeline from distributing like a show to toys is like fucking abysmal right now.
Yeah.
Because we're like almost a year out from Demon Hunters, and Mattel is gonna barely start putting shit out, I think, in like 2 more months.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, guys, the swap mate down the street the Santa
Has
Fe
had them
Springs
since
swap
day
meet.
one.
Yeah, they got you beat.
I think the biggest factor here though is Playmates being in charge of the Power Rangers toys. Playmates, they work fast.
They do work fast.
They work fast.
No, I mean, like, those Kaiju Rangers, like, those were quick.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of turnaround time, because I think they were supposed to coincide with are we on Godzilla 2 or 3 for Power Rangers?
I think we're about to be on 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds right.
So, but I think it would, like, came out, like, pretty close to after 2 came out.
Yeah.
So it's like... So the timeline actually with the comics has actually worked a lot better than with TV right now, which is weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. Like, especially like since, I mean, if Playmates is going to be looking at Power Rangers as their next cash cow, they got to be like, all right, well, we got to have. We don't even know what the suits look like yet, but let's start planning out a toy line.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm confident that as soon as they have like, here's what the suits are gonna look like.
Yeah.
Here's what the Morpher's gonna look like. Playmates is gonna like all hands on deck. They don't have turtles to worry about, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And they're just gonna kind of run with it and put a bunch of really cool stuff out. They're quick, they're inexpensive, and it's pretty good stuff. Like,
last time we talked about on the podcast, the Playmates toys are fucking fun to
Yeah.
play with. They feel like toys and not display statues.
Let me go on a quick tangent.
Yes.
I'm looking at the camera now.
Everyone's getting tangents today.
So, no, I was on Instagram like 2 weeks ago, and someone who is in the Ranger space, he's not a Ranger, but he's in the Ranger space, he posted like a carousel on Instagram, essentially like making like the yuck face to a bunch of like the Playmate stuff, starting with the Morpher and the figures, and I understand not liking certain things, but I commented like, hey, like that Morpher is $15. For what it is, I think it's great.
Yeah.
And he said, well, I wouldn't even pay $1 for it. Right? Whatever. That's not what I have an issue with. What I have the issue with is in the comments, people were, of course, agreeing with him. But what I don't agree with is people were comparing it to the Lightning Collection, to the Legacy Collection.
Yeah.
It's just like...
to the artisan release.
Right.
It's like, oh, I have my Legacy Collection and it's way better. It's like, no shit.
No shit, it's better.
It was $100.
Yeah, it better be good for $100.
This is 15.
That shit's all fucking die-cast. It better be fucking cool.
This was $15 and it reads the coins.
Literally.
That one was $100 and it doesn't read the coins. It's one noise for everything.
Right.
And I was just like, and I didn't want to like argue with this dude in the comments.
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever. Like, I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at your audience.
Yeah.
And he was hearting every comment that was like shit talking the reignition line.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, these are $15.
Right.
The Megazords, the Zord pieces, they're like $17. The figures are about $10. Like, this is so inexpensive. It isn't meant for you. You are 40. It is meant for this man's daughter.
Right.
Like, that is who these toys are aiming at.
She loves that.
And
shit.
she loves them, and I love the price point.
I will say I have not seen anyone put together that full Megazord that hasn't been like, this thing rules.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, because I mean, like, it's very satisfying to like put in all this money into this thing, and it looks fucking like really cool.
This tall.
It's very big.
It is tall. Like,
yeah.
Like, I was piecing it together, and you'd think like the scale, like, oh, the Triceratops is this big, and like I was piecing it together, and I'm just like, oh,
it's still going.
This thing is tall. Like,
Right.
it gives the 2017 one a run for its money.
The 2017 one, that was that was.
I mean size wise.
No,
I mean size
absolutely.
wise.
Yeah.
Strictly size wise.
Well, the 2017 one is only as tall as it is because it's so fucking hollow.
Yeah.
They had to blow up the plastic to be like, all right, let's make sure we can get. Their whole thing is it's 3 feet tall. It's like 3 feet tall, and it like blows away in the wind.
Yeah. No, this Megazord, it's huge. It's sturdy.
Yeah.
Like I feel confident letting Baby Rex play with it. And she might lose a couple pieces.
Well, the thing is, it's like they're durable.
Yes.
They don't feel like they will fucking break. Like the Morpher, Baby Rex can fucking throw that thing across the like across 10 flights of stairs.
And she
and
has.
the button will still work, and the sounds will be just fine. You know what I mean? And that's what a toy needs to be for a kid.
Yeah, no, it's I think it's solid. So shout out to you, Playmates. I'm gonna give you a shout out at Comic-Con again.
I'm going to real quick bash another toy company, which I don't like doing. But compare how bad the Reignition Morpher looks. Because, like, I don't think it's we can't argue that's not really what the morpher looks like.
I mean,
it's the wrong shape.
It's
whatever.
a weird choice.
Yeah.
Like, it's just weird.
There is another toy that's coming out, which is a DX Premium Bandai Masked Rider belt.
Oh, yeah.
That is also a different shape than the actual belt.
Okay, no one confirmed that with me in the chat the other day. So, okay, I'm glad we all recognize. I'm like, that's not... It's supposed to be a rectangle. It's like, that's one of the easiest shapes.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like... I'm looking
beveled.
at that, and I'm just like, that's not the right shape.
Yeah, it's much more beveled. And that is $235. Like, that's... If I'm paying $235 and I look at that and I go, oh, that's not how it was.
No.
But then I'm paying $15 for this one. I'm like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I mean?
fine if
Like-
the buttons are on top.
Yeah,
you know?
it's not a big
fine.
deal.
And the buttons are on top to make it easier for small hands to be able to open it because their thumbs can't do it. Like,
Yeah, reach over.
Yeah,
I
guess-
have trouble reaching over
I
on
guess,
the Legacy
I guess when
Morpher.
I think about it that way, that makes more sense because I'm like... I mean, let's be honest. Most people also don't know how to hold the original Power Morpher.
Yeah.
I've seen so many people hold it in so many weird ways. Mostly because the first toy, it came out upside down, so the button was over here. So because they held it like this at some point, but it's just like
yeah, when you make it wrong so many times, you
right,
mess up a generation.
yeah, it's just like no one could ever commit to holding it one way. But yeah, it's I don't know. Reignition's fun, and if you don't want to have fun, then don't buy it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
People are missing out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's fun to like, because I mean, it's cool that we live in a time that there's like a price point that we can enter where we can get like so many cool things that are like pretty much one for one from the show. Like we live in a really cool time where that stuff is being made pretty much regularly. But like also it's like Reignition kind of like reminds you it's like, oh yeah, we used to just use the toys. Mm-hmm. Like there was a long time like the show was just straight up going to Kmart in the middle of filming being like, hey, Morpher broke this morning. Can you go grab a new one?
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Hey, JDF took another Morpher home. Go to the store.
Right, yeah, exactly. Go spray paint this other one gold. What's up, y'all? Hope you guys are enjoying the episode so far, but real quick, let me put you guys on to the newest Tokusatsu podcast. It is called Super Sentguys and is hosted by longtime Power Rangers fan editor Adam Lewis and his friend Tokusatsu newbie Harry Dobbs. They are going through the entirety of the Super Sentai franchise and ranking them all on a tier list by only watching the first and last episode of each series. I am sure hilarity will ensue as they go on this journey, and you guys can catch the first episode when it premieres on April 5th, and new episodes will come out every Sunday afterwards. And you can find them anywhere you guys find podcasts, or to make it even easier for you guys, check the description of this episode, and you guys can head on over and check them out. And when you get there, let them know AGR sent you.
You guys want to jump into Kamen Rider and Gavon for the last?
let's speed run the Tokusatsu shows real quick.
Where do we start?
Let's start at the fact that Jimmy does not owe us lunch today.
I do not.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
It's a good week. It's a good month for Jimmy.
Yeah.
So for those of you who didn't watch last week's episode or last month's episode, I made a wager because I don't want to call it a bet because I wasn't
Why
gaining
not?
anything.
Gambler.
I wasn't gaining anything besides catching up. So I wagered that if I didn't catch up, I would buy these dudes lunch. And they each brought a guest, by the way. So I would know how to buy them lunch too. But I caught, and I had only watched at that point. I didn't realize it. Only the first 2 episodes of Zets. And
Which
then
one he watched with me.
I watched the first episode like 3 times.
Yeah. And he was so stoked about. So when he was like, "Yeah, I've only watched 2," I was like, "What happened?"
Right.
We were there.
Yeah, and no, then I went home and like I caught up and I watched anytime I had downtime, I was just like I'm gonna put on an episode of Zets on YouTube. Made it super convenient, by the way.
Yeah.
I didn't have
absolutely.
to find anything. It was on YouTube and I didn't have to like go through any weird like shady websites. No, it was on YouTube. I hit play. I watched the stuff and I caught up. The downside is that everything kind of blended in for me. So if you're like, hey, remember when this happened in this episode? I can't tell you what episode happened in.
Yeah, I will say I said this in the bonus Patreon episode, but he sent this long voice text to the group chat that was like, I just got to 21. It's my favorite episode. It's an RPG. It's just like Xaid. And I wanted to, he's like, he had this long description of it. And I messaged him back instantly. And I was like, hey, we can't talk to you until you finish.
Right.
Because from here on out, it all is one thing.
Yeah, you got to get all the way caught up now.
Yeah. and for context, what I was raving about is that up until then, all the dream sequences happened in like the real worlds, quote unquote. Mm-hmm. So nothing felt like a dream. It was just like, oh, here's these things that are happening.
Yeah.
Little did he know.
And this one was kind of like, it was kind of cartoony and like it felt fun because it was kids dreaming this, right?
Yeah, right.
And it felt like a video game, and it was like, it felt so different from the other dreams that I was like, oh, this is what the dreaming thing could be. It could take him into like these weird things that it wouldn't make sense otherwise, but because he's in a dream, it makes sense all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And then it ended.
Yeah. And then like 10 kids died.
The kids are dead. I'm like, what? What? And then
Nox got his face beat in, and then shit just kept going.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh. And then he woke up, and it was all a dream.
Yeah. As of recording this, Dawn debuted last week. Fully debuted last week.
Yeah.
So we know the actor and everything is
Tachibana-san.
and then Libra, Forze, and Gordy from King Oger. He's the dead one.
Oh, yeah. I just know he's Tachibana from Blade.
Yeah, so fun fact, him and Rita already have history from a past series.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But he's Tachibana from Blade. Mm-hmm. So we've seen all that. We don't know what happens tonight's episode. By the time you're watching this, we'll be 2 weeks behind in talking about it. But how's everyone feeling about Kamen Rider Dawn?
He's cool.
Yeah, he's fun. He's gonna
I
be
see
like
more of him.
Yeah, he's gonna be like the crazy one. I dig his like abilities. I think that he's gonna be the catalyst for more of like this dream stuff that Jimmy's been wanting to see in the show. So I think now he's gonna be like resetting stuff, and we're gonna be getting kind of all kinds of weird like situations in the dreams because we're getting like a gang fight in tonight's.
Yeah, which is still in Nox's dream from the original episode.
Yeah,
where
so he's like fucking with Nox's dream.
Yeah,
so that's interesting. So the whole premise has been very interesting. Like Zets for me it was already pretty good, but after this arc started, I'm really excited for how the show's gonna finish up.
Yeah, no, same. I mean, the last couple of episodes were them catching us up a little bit. Mm-hmm. Like one was pretty much a clip show.
That. Yeah.
Which I'm like,
best clip show I've ever seen Kamen Rider.
Yeah, it was done very well.
Yeah.
As we were watching, and I was like, oh, this is a clip show. But even then, like, it ended with something new. I'm like, oh, you kind of have to watch this episode for the most part.
Yeah.
But it did do a really good job at reminding me of the things I just watched.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm like, oh yeah, Jimmy kind of needed this because he just speed ran everything.
Yeah. And I watched it at regular speed, by the way.
Yeah.
I was accused of watching it at 2 times speed.
Well, I was just surprised you got through it so quickly at certain points.
I wake up really early.
Yeah.
Any like time where I had I have 30 minutes, I can watch an episode. Like
right.
I watched it on my lunch break at work.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it on the way to work because I take public transit. Like I made it work.
Right.
And then I caught up, and I was like, I don't owe these dudes lunch.
Yeah.
I should have bet that they have to buy me lunch. That would have been great.
I do love that we know everything.
Yeah.
Baku knows everything that happened in the past 25 episodes on the reset. I've said many times that this show has been so good that it might take my top spot from Build. There's one thing very much holding it back from that. Is one of the things that I like the most about Build is the relationships that everyone has with each other. Misora and Sento and Banjo and Sento, even Rogue and Sawa. This show just fucked itself by resetting everybody.
Yeah.
I feel
in my mind for that. It could come back, don't get me wrong, but it just erased every relationship that these characters had with each other.
Well, even like what's his name? Fujimi. That's right.
Oh no, Baku.
Baku, sorry.
I'm
I'm awful at names. Even with Baku, he's different now. Like when he's now he's the same guy as he is in the dream state.
Yeah.
And so in the real world, so he's kind of more serious, which I guess has its place, but also like part of the charm is gone. Like he was kind of this like super nice guy, wants to help, bad luck.
Yeah.
And now that's gone. Now that he's the same person in and out of the dream sequence.
I mean, he was acting still a little kind of goofy in this most recent episode.
He had to look up English.
Yeah, but I think I think the part of that is like
it's an innocence that he doesn't have anymore.
Yes, that's what
he's not
is.
naive to everything.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Because he did do that. Like, his commitment to the bit that was great.
Yeah.
Which is something that a lot of common writers have to go through, like the loss of innocence, the growing up forcefully, especially Exaiden Gaim.
Yeah. But I think it's because he's now this more mature.
He definitely looks more adult, just
in
a regular shot.
But going back to the relationships, the reason he had these relationships with these people was because of who he was.
Right.
And now that he's going to have to rebuild these relationships as this kind of more serious, mature, I just went through this really difficult thing.
Yeah.
One of the most specific instances is Fujimi and Baku both have to grow up with forgiving each other.
Yeah.
In the past, not past couple episodes, but in the earlier timeline, they both have to grow up in forgiving each other and looking past, he is trying to kill my friend or whatever and all this stuff. And it hits so hard for me of those scenes of like, how often is a writer wrong and has to apologize, the other one has to apologize, and we just come to this middle ground instead of all of this side cast having to rise up to where the writer is and all mold to his ideals. I really like that about Baku.
Yeah.
And like I said, now that's just kind of gone. And Fujimi is far more far more the comedy act now than he was before.
I feel like
they flanderized him a little bit.
That's why they brought Don in, to be sort of a catalyst, because I feel like there's going to be some kind of crossroads where the dream versions of them and the real versions of them sort of merge in a way. And I feel like those previous relationships will kind of come back.
I didn't think about that. The fact that Dawn knows the premonition.
Yeah,
would be cool.
Don knows everything. And also, if we're thinking that his sister is some kind of like, psyop secret agent or something, and she could possibly have been in on all of it the whole time. Because also I feel like she's being a little bit more naive. I feel like she's taking a lot of this very well. So I feel like...
compared to the dream version of her, for sure.
Yes, exactly. So I feel like they're going to do some kind of like dream fuckery where it like coincides with the real world. And everyone like gets their memories back or something.
I just want to say real quick, there's nothing that you see in this show that is not intentional. Zooming in to her cat necklace that she takes off, somebody put in my comments, maybe her neck was itchy. Brother, that's there for a reason.
These shows have directors.
Yeah.
Right?
It's not just things happening that people have a camera on.
This isn't some dude in his backyard with his friends.
Yeah, no.
And just hitting record and like, that's the only take we got.
Yeah.
Fill it in.
The cat necklace was shown for a goddamn reason.
Speaking of cats, Gavan. I don't know how to do. I don't know how to do with cats.
I was trying to think. I knew you were going to transition to there. I was like, is there a cat in Gavin? Is there a cat? There is.
True. We don't have a ton of time to talk about Gavin. That's fine because nothing happens in Gavin. Nothing has happened in Gavin. Something will happen tonight. Tonight's the Death Gavin episode.
Yeah.
Other than that, this show has been...
It's been fun to watch.
It's been fun to watch.
Yeah,
that's it.
It's been about fun to watch.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think anyone hates it. If you say you hate it, you're kind of being overdramatic. But it's just... There isn't enough happening yet to actually... Because it's actually taking its time, like, a lot. Which is surprising given its shorter episode count.
Yeah, given that we have multiple sources saying that it's
23
episodes now.
But also, we're also hearing, at least last I heard, so who knows how out of date that information is, the following series in Project Red is supposed to be some kind of continuation of this. So maybe all these characters will still be here, and none of this will have mattered.
Gavin Infinity Metallics.
Exactly. Fingers crossed.
Big bad.
Even more Metallics.
Yeah. Which sort of brings us to Jiraiya.
Yeah, I was going to say Jiraiya. Yeah.
Jiraiya.
Jiraiya just got announced. And I think that's a really cool way to bring in the rest of the Metal Heroes. I know it was a big rumor or something people wanted when they saw Gavin coming back. Like, oh, maybe we get more Metal Heroes.
Yeah.
I think it's good to push them all into this series so that whatever's after this continuation series, you can just go a different way and do something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see like Metalder. I'd like to see the Bee Fighters. I'd like to see pretty much anybody. Just put them all in.
Jam Person in there.
I think, Loki, like, we're naming ones that are very on point to be like, oh, that looks like Gavin. I think we're getting Robotac or Kabutak at some point.
Oh.
I think the ant was in place so that when you get this gigantic dumbass
Beetle.
dumbass beetle or dog,
Yeah.
you're gonna be like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm excited for whatever's going to come. I've been having a lot of fun with Gavin, but I think that's kind of where we're at. Like, it's fun.
Yeah, it's just they're setting up all the characters and stuff, but they haven't like found their groove yet.
Yeah.
It's just like everyone's just kind of like bouncing back and forth. Well, what's his name? The main guy?
Reggie.
Reggie. It's just Reggie going back and forth and like sort of helping out whoever the hell he needs to help out that week.
Yeah.
And like it's fine, but it's like, okay, you've kind of like semi-build this as kind of like a team show, so it's like it's about time for them to all work together.
Play together.
Yeah. And I hope by now we all understand that first, premonition scene is not coming true. Like, it's just, there's not only 5 of them. There's not going to be a recolor of Luminous and Bushido and they're the core 5 team. That was just this dude saying, let's not make that happen. And I think at this point, it's already not going to happen.
Yeah, probably not.
No,
I just want everyone else to die, and Gavin can just take the rest of the show because he's been the best character in this show.
That's true.
I've got to tell you, I was like slightly drunk when I watched that episode, and that was the best fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
I was worried that you were going to hate it.
Oh, you know what? Sometimes I feel, I make it seem like, if something's like overly, like, played for comedy, it's going to be. The proper assumption is like, oh, Will's probably going to hate this, especially with like the Gatteries, all them. But I saw that and I was just like, that's fucking great. That's fucking wonderful.
That's what made me worry because you hated the Gatteries. Like, you hated the little butts on them.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just like there's just something. There's just a weird line, I guess, for me. And to that, like, something like that is just so nonsensical that I'm just like, you can't hate that.
Yeah.
Because that's fucking hilarious. And it's just like yesterday when I realized that one of the new Gatteries, I can't remember the real name for them right now. Emergears. One of the vehicle ones is a fucking UFO abducting a cow. And like, I fucking love that. That's because that's going on a dragon. Mind you. Yep. That's going on a dragon toy.
El Dornado, which we will talk about more next month because we are out of time.
In the bonus episode, yes.
Yeah, in the bonus episode.
Yes.
So subscribe to patreon.com/Angel Grove Radio. Find all of us at Hawkilles, Jimmy is a Geek, and Willie J. Co. May the power protect you, because that's what we said last time. And we will see you next time.
Bye.